Hey guys, Smith City here for Smith City Product Reviews. Jumping on board today with a food review or product review, if you will. I've got Snickers White and also Twix White. Both of them are Mars Wrigley owned, and I thought I would get on this and see what they're like. Now, I have tried these before and already sort of got my mind up of what I'm going to talk about, but I will jump on board this and I'll let you know my thoughts. So there's two in here, so I'm just going to have one. So they're basically two fun-sized Snickers. There it is. And I'll have one stick of that, and I'll probably have the other the following day. So this is the Snickers White going in. Cross section. As you can see, my lovely teeth marks. So when I had this a couple of weeks ago, I'm just trying to clean my mouth before I talk. People that know me know that I'm not a big sweet tooth. I'd rather savoury things than sweet things, and I suppose that's why I probably like Snickers over a Mars bar, because of the peanuts. It kind of makes it a little bit more savoury. But if I do like chocolate, I do like white, or I do like dark chocolate over milk chocolate. It's a bit chewy. So what I want to say about Snickers White is, for me, I feel like white chocolate is a little bit sweeter, and it may not necessarily be in terms of the sugar content or anything like that, but I just feel like there's this nice balanced sugar component to white chocolate compared to milk chocolate, where you're sort of getting more, with the milk chocolate, you're sort of getting more of the darker flavors that you would get from chocolate. And white, I think, like the sweetness sort of is a little bit more prominent. I think that clashes a little bit with the peanuts in here. Now, I'm not saying it's bad by any stretch of the imagination, because it isn't. Just if I was to buy a Snickers again, I probably wouldn't buy the white one, even though I like white chocolate. I just feel like the sweetness sort of, not counteracts, that's not the word I'm looking for, but it sort of clashes a little bit with the saltiness and like the savouriness of the peanut. And so just to give you some health facts, it's 433 kilojoules, so it's 5% of your daily intake there. We flip over, and sugar per serving is, where am I? I just lost that for a second. It's saturated fats 9%, its sugars is 11% per serve. And it says, so this is the thing that you need to understand, it says per serve. In here it says package per serve 2. So there's 2 of these. So really when it says energy 433 per serve, it's actually 866. Now that isn't terribly that high, and you can enjoy this in a balanced way, but that's how sometimes you can trick yourself of going, oh, that's this many calories, or that's not a lot of calories, but it's actually double the amount because this is per 2 serves. And so I won't talk about the ingredients. I do like the package a little bit better than the darker style. And we'll move over onto the Twix. So I'll talk a little bit about the Twix components before I eat it, just while I'm on that subject. Per serve, it says 1. So both of these little sticks, Twix sticks, is 1 serve. So the saturated fats is 29%. Now, like I said in many other videos with food, is that in itself isn't necessarily an issue. If this is the only bit of saturated fat you've had in a day, well then you've only had 29% of your daily intake, so you don't need to stress or worry about eating this in a balanced way. So yeah, I'll open it up and I'll let you know my thoughts. So pull that 1 stick out. That's what it looks like. See if I can get it to focus on it a little bit better. There you go. I do love Twix. It's one of my favorite confectionery, if you will, or favorite chocolate, if you will. It's just basic, you know. You can't really go wrong with it. It's just chocolate, biscuit, and caramel. You can't go wrong with that. You can't stuff that up. So we'll see what the white one is like. This is Twix White going in my pelican-like mouth. Just try to get it to focus a little bit better for you, which it's not doing. There you go. What I will say with this is the white chocolate works well with it. Because normally, whilst you got the caramel that's like chewy and sticky, I find that's not overly that sweet. And the biscuit is sort of just more of a texture thing than a taste thing. And that doesn't really have a sweetness to it. And so the extra sweetness that I feel that I get from eating white chocolate really adds an element to the Twix, and so much so that I'm just gonna dive right into the second stick. Whilst I'm doing this, guys, feel free to subscribe, chuck a like, chuck a dislike if you dislike this video. I don't really care at this point. And let me know, you know, what's your sort of favourite chocolate bar, or can't really call this a chocolate bar because it's 2 sticks, but you know what I mean. Just dropped half of that. So, Snickers White, probably give it 7.5. If I'm sort of like thinking about what I would rate their normal Snickers, I'd probably rate it an 8. So it's not that much of a disadvantage. It's not that much of a downgrade. And hey, you might even like it. So you might even like it better than the original. So, and the Twix, I'm gonna probably give it an 8.5, where I'd probably just give its normal milk chocolate Twix. I'd probably give it an 8. So this gets a 0.5 higher rating than its original. And that's pretty much it, guys. So we'll catch you on the next.